Welcome everybody joining us. That's Mr. Mbuga Kimani, David Ogutu, Archelimo, Madam Ruth Owino, Susan, our teacher, welcome. Daniel, welcome. Thank you so much, guys, for yet again showing up so that we get to do what we do best, and that is getting practical with the Ubricoin. And the reason for this is because we want to establish Ubricoins present value. Now, this is the value, the commodity value, that's the value on the market. And this is why we get to do this each and every single day, so that we give ourselves a chance and we give Ubricoin the chance to be able to give us the best returns on investment. And talking about returns on investments, this is our topic for today. We're looking at Ubricoin's return on investment and how you can benefit greatly with Ubricoin. And of course, with that, we have Miss Susan to guide us. So a very good afternoon to you, Miss Susan. How are you doing? Miss Susan, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Are you ready for us today?
Yes, I'm very ready. Just give me a minute. Okay.
All right, so as Miss Susan comes, I want to remind you that, you know what, you need to be with your pen and a notebook so that you can write down, you can take notes on what is happening, because don't assume that you will understand everything in your mind. Of course, you have to write it down so that you get it. This is something that you don't do once, it's something that you learn each and every single day. So get ready with your pen and a notebook, and Miss Susan, take it away from here.
Thank you so much, Scholastica, and thank you so much, everyone, for joining us today. It's always a pleasure to have you in the session, and it's good to see you today as we will explore Ubricoin returns on investment today. That is what we want to cover. We want to see how can you make some profit with Ubricoin, and what does it mean when we say that when the markets are down or when the Ubricoin price is low, it's the time for you to get into the market and buy as many Ubricoins as possible. So that is what we are going to cover today. I want us to go through different times that you could have bought Ubricoin and what you would have made if you sold that Ubricoin today. But before then, as usual, we are going to the market to do market overview so that we can see how is Ubricoin doing today. So I'm going to share my screen so that we can visit our markets today. And I usually like starting with coingecko.com so that we can see the Ubricoin price as today and at this particular time. So for you to get to CoinGecko, you just go to your browser and search coingecko.com, and it's going to open this page for you where you will search Ubricoin. Just search for Ubricoin in the search bar, and then you get to this page where you can see the price of Ubricoin. And you can see today the price of Ubricoin is $0.000199944. That is the price of Ubricoin. One Ubricoin goes for $0.000199944, and that is 13.1% increase. And this increase is compared from the last time they read or they checked the prices in the market. So it is a 13.1% increase in price. And you can also see below here we have the price in ETH, and the price in ETH is 0.0000084 ETH. So one Ubricoin is going for 0.0000084 ETH, and that is 28.9% increase in price in ETH. So it's always good to go to coingecko.com and check out the prices. And you can see, as we are talking, the price has just changed, and you can see it has increased. Now it's 13.2% increase in price. So it always changes with time. They do updates, I think, every other minute. So make sure that you check on this price, because we are saying that when the prices of Ubricoin are low, that is the time for you to get into the market. That is the time for you to buy yourself Ubricoin. So make sure every time that you get into the market, you check what is the price of Ubricoin, and you make sure that you get into the market in the right time. So below here, you can see that we have a part where you can calculate how many UBNs you get with the money that you have. If you have some US dollars, you can always key in how much do you have in this a search bar here, and then you say, if at all today you wanted to spend $50 to buy yourself some Ubricoins, you can see on average how many UBNs you're going to get from the market. So this is a very good way for you to know, if at all you're buying Ubricoins from another person, this is a very good way for you to know how many Ubricoins you will get into your wallet. So it's a good idea that we have a platform where people can check how many Ubricoins they are going to get in the market. This reduces the chances of you being reduces the chances of a person lying to you and selling you less Ubricoins than what you can get. So make sure that you go to coingecko.com and calculate how many Ubricoins you will get when you want to buy some Ubricoins. Then below here we have the chart, and the chart always tells us what is the price of Ubricoin over time, what has been the price of Ubricoin over time. And you can see there was a time that we were at $0.00, and we have made major milestones, and today the price is here. So this is a good way of telling where the price of Ubricoin has come from, and you can always see the difference. I also use this to do my calculation on returns on investment, as I am going to show you shortly. I usually check the prices here. So the prices that I usually use, I take when the price were very low, because you have just said that that is the best time for you to get into the market. And today's calculation I did on June 4th, 2020. This was the price that I used to calculate the returns on investment, as you're going to see shortly. So I took this price and then I compared it with the peak here where we have the highest price, that is June 14th. And then I also did a calculation on today's price, comparing it when the price was low. Remember, we say that you want to get into the market when the prices are low. So make sure that you get your Ubricoins now. So from here, we are going to go to etherscan.io. This is another website where you can be able to see the action of Ubricoin in the market. So we use CoinGecko and etherscan.io. Etherscan.io is a block explorer where all the cryptocurrencies built on Ethereum blockchain are listed, and all the activities are listed here, and you can be able to see how the coin is doing. This is a good way of making sure that Ubricoin is very transparent, and anyone in the world can be able to see all the activities that are happening with Ubricoin. So when you get to etherscan.io, you want to search Ubricoin on the search bar, then it is going to take you to this page where you can see the price of Ubricoin here as $0.0002, and we said that the difference in price between these websites and CoinGecko website is because in CoinGecko, they take the most active market, but in etherscan.io, they take an average of the prices in all the markets that Ubricoin has been listed to. So don't get confused. When you're working with etherscan.io, this is an average price from all the markets. When we are working with coingecko.com, that is a price from the most active market. So do not confuse it by that. The other thing here you can see is the fully diluted market cap. This is as a result of the price and the total supply of Ubricoin. So they multiply the total supply with the current price, and then you get the fully diluted market cap. Then we have the holders. The holders are the number of people, or rather addresses, that have Ubricoins. So we have 69,628 addresses holding Ubricoin, and this is what tells you the community, the Ubricoin community. We have 69,628 addresses. This is the community, Ubricoin community, and we want to increase this number, and that is why we encourage you guys to make sure that you tell your friends and family to get some Ubricoins, help them to open a wallet, and help them to buy some Ubricoins in the market. And we also are encouraging you to bring them to our classes so that we can teach them how to buy Ubricoins in the market. So we want to increase the community of Ubricoin. because when we have a large community, it means that most people are aware of Ubricoin and most people are using Ubricoin, making the price of Ubricoin go up, because at the end of the day, it means that there is a lot of action in the market. Then we have this tab where we have the exchange, and exchange is basically a market for Ubricoin, where Ubricoin price is listed, where you can go buy and sell Ubricoins. So these are the markets that Ubricoin has been listed to. And you can see we have different markets. We have different exchanges, first of all, and then we have different markets. We say the difference between markets and exchanges is that in an exchange, you can find different markets. And these markets are basically other coins that you can trade Ubricoin with. You can exchange your Ubricoin with ETH, you can exchange your Ubricoin with BTC, USDT, and all these other coins. So those are the markets where you can buy and sell Ubricoin. So that is our market overview. But before we proceed to the PowerPoint that I have prepared, I just want us to go to phenixbox.io. Phenixbox is an exchange, and I want us to see how Ubricoin is doing in that market. And we can also look at Etherflyer, because I have realized that Etherflyer has been very active recently. So make sure that you also go to this market and get yourself some Ubricoins, and make sure that this market is as active as possible. So you can see here we have in this market, the price is 0.0002, and one Ubricoin is going for 0.00000085 ETH. So that is the price that you're going to buy Ubricoin in this market. And we have the buy orders. Buy orders, we say that these are people who want to buy Ubricoins in this market. This is very significant in this market, and in any exchange, buy orders are always a thing that we want to look out for. And if at all you want to buy some Ubricoins, I would also encourage you, if you want to buy Ubricoins at a cheaper price, it's always good to put a buy order. A buy order means that you are buying Ubricoin at a cheaper price than those people who are selling in this market. We say the reds are the sell orders, and the green is the buy order. So always make sure that you go to this market and buy Ubricoin at a cheaper price. Actually, you can get, using buy orders, or when you're placing a buy order, you can always get Ubricoin at a cheaper price than what is in CoinGecko.com. We have seen this is the price in CoinGecko.com, but if at all you want to put a buy order in this place, you are going in Etherflyer, you are going to buy the Ubricoins at a cheaper price than that in CoinGecko.com. So if you want to put a buy order, what you want to do, you click on the topmost buy order in this market, and then you on the buy side here, you are going to adjust this price to a little bit higher than what is in the market. For instance, here we have a 54 here. I'm going to put a 55 and then say, how many Ubricoins do you want to buy in this market? Then you're going to say, you just click on buy. I want you to be keen on what will happen here, because I've said I want to buy 1,000 UBNs in this market, and this is my order. When I do this, if I wanted to buy Ubricoins in this market and I bought from this person who is selling, I would have bought it at this price. But now, because I'm dictating my own price, I'm buying it at a lower price than that is in the market. So make sure that you go into this market and place your buy orders. And if at all you're comfortable at filling the sell orders in the market, that is also okay, because when you put a buy order, it will take some time before it is filled. So make sure that you go to those markets, buy yourself Ubricoins, because the price is still low. And we said that the perfect time for you to get Ubricoins is when the prices are low. So make sure that you go to those to the market. So that is our market overview today. And now I want us to go to our main topic. So I'm going to share my PowerPoint right here, and we are going to see what Ubricoin means for everyone. For those people who are new, this is a very good instance for you to know what Ubricoin is. And this is the Ubricoin Trading Masterclass training session. We do this every day at this particular time, that is 3 p.m. East African time. So make sure that you welcome your friends to join us. And today we are doing Ubricoin returns on investment. Allow me to do this. Just give me a minute so that I can share the screen. You will be able to see the screen well. Okay. So we are doing Ubricoin return on investment, and as we all know that Ubricoin is a cryptocurrency built on Ethereum blockchain. And when we talk about a blockchain, we are talking about decentralized ledgers, where everything that is happening with Ubricoin, every action that happens with Ubricoin, it is recorded in a public ledger where anyone in the world can be able to see. And it is peer-to-peer, meaning that you do not need, or we do not need, a third party for us to do transactions. So today, if I decided I want to send some Ubricoin to a person next to me or very far away from me, what I'll just need is just my phone, my wallet, and an address from that person, and then I'll just do my transaction. It doesn't matter how many Ubricoins that you need to send to that person, and the transaction fee is the same when you're sending to a person just right next to you, or a person who is even in another country. The transaction cost is the same, and the transaction time for execution is also the same. So Ubricoin has brought us freedom of money, where we can be able to send money to anyone at any time, wherever they are. So Ubricoin is a cryptocurrency that gives us all those uses in cryptocurrencies. So Ubricoin has different values, and as we know that money also have different values, and since Ubricoin is money and it's a cryptocurrency, it has three values. It has the present value, it has the past value, and the future value. And the present value is the commodity function of Ubricoin, where Ubricoin acts as a commodity by itself. This is when you go to the market and buy and sell Ubricoin as a commodity. That is the commodity function of Ubricoin, and that is the present value of Ubricoin. Then we have past value of Ubricoin, and this is the utility function of Ubricoin, where we are going to use Ubricoin to buy goods and services. When you buy something, or when, for example, when you want to buy a phone, it means that you're buying whatever the value that you're buying was created in the past, and that is the past value of the commodity that you're buying. So that is the utility function of Ubricoin. And the utility function of Ubricoin at this particular time, we are saying that it goes towards supporting healthcare. When we are going to access healthcare services from the hospital using Ubricoin, where you can be able to pay healthcare services using Ubricoin. Then we have the future value, and the future value of money or Ubricoin is when we are going to offer credit or loans using Ubricoin. When you will be able to borrow some Ubricoins and go create a value for the future. Like when you want to borrow money to go and construct a house, it means that that value will be created in the future, not at that particular time, but you're going to create that value in the future. And that is the future value of Ubricoin. At this particular time, I want you to note that we are at the present value of Ubricoin, where you can find Ubricoin in the market that I've just shared with you, where you can buy and sell Ubricoins, and then you can make profit out of it. So then we have the function of Ubricoin, which I have just mentioned earlier, the commodity function, the utility function. And we want us to make sure that the commodity function of Ubricoin is active and it is working, because the commodity function of Ubricoin is what gives it its value. It's what gives it the Ubricoin value, because after we make sure that the Ubricoin price has a value, then we can move to the utility function, where even if I wanted to buy something from you, you can comfortably sell me that thing, because you know whatever I'm holding has a great value, and you can value whatever you have with Ubricoin. So we must first work on the commodity function before we go to the utility function. And the utility function, as I'm going to share to you, is what we are going to, after we build the Ubrica ecosystem, where we have the Ubrica project, as I'm going to share with you very soon. So then we have the to tell you about the present value of Ubricoin, that is the commodity function of Ubricoin, we have three types of trading. We have the basic trading, we have arbitrage trading, and then we have the binary trading. The basic trading is just when you go to the market, you buy and sell Ubricoins. Then we have arbitrage trading. Arbitrage trading is basically comparing two markets, like we have UBN BTC market, and then we have UBN ETH market. If Ubricoin in one market is cheaper than the other, you can utilize that, and that's what we call arbitrage trading. You buy in the market that has low prices, and then you sell in the market that has high prices. So make sure that you assess those markets to see where you can buy Ubricoin at a low price, and then get to the other market and sell Ubricoin at a higher price. Then we have binary trading, which involve prediction, where you predict whether the price of Ubricoin is going to go up or it's going to go down. And on your prediction, if you're right, you get some money from it. So all this is about making the prices of Ubricoin go up, because these are the actions in the market that makes sure that the coins have the prices. Then towards the utility function of Ubricoin, and Ubricoin has three major opportunities in healthcare, and this is why we created Ubricoin. We created Ubricoin to improve access to care. We created Ubricoin to improve quality of care, and we created Ubricoin to reduce high cost of healthcare. And how does UBN help in healthcare? To improve access, we have two types of access. We have realized access and physical access. Realized access is when we may have hospitals, but because you do not have money in your pocket, you cannot access that care. That is realized access. Basically, it's brought about by lack of money. If you do not have money, it's not even possible for you to go for the healthcare. If you do not have money, it's not possible for you to live in an environment that does not predispose you to diseases. But if at all you have money, it means that you can live in a good environment. It means that you can get nutritious food. It means that you can even go for healthcare checkups, you know. So we set aside 3.02 billion UBNs to make sure that people have money in their pockets. And how do we do that? We do this by helping people to sell what they produce, and that is when we go to Soko Janja. Soko Janja is our online retail store built to make sure that everyone has a place to sell their product. And Soko Janja provides you local and international market for your product. So that is how we improve the realized access in healthcare, and that is how we use UBN to facilitate, to make sure that Soko Janja is working, and to make sure that people have markets for their product and they have money in their pocket. Then we have the other type of access, which is physical access. You may have money, but if at all you do not have a place to go to hospital to, then that money won't be useful to you. That is why we have proposed to build Ubrica Retail Clinical Centers. And this Ubrica Retail Clinical Center is not just any other clinical center. It is a clinic that has a retail store and a product value addition center. The importance of these three things together is to make sure that the products that we are taking in the market, we have added value to those products, because we have witnessed that in our markets today, the local products that we have, they are very poor quality. But if at all we could improve the quality of these products by adding value to them, then we can even have a larger market and we can sell our products at a higher price. So this is the reason why we put together a retail store, a product value addition center, and a clinic, and also to make sure that whenever a mother is in the market, they don't have to choose whether to take their children to the hospital or to go to the market. They can do that in the same place. Then we have to improve the quality of healthcare. We propose to build Ubrica Science and Technology Parks. This is basically to make sure that the knowledge in the university is translated to what is found in our markets. We find that we have a lot of research being done in the university, but we never find that product or commercial product out of that research. But if at all we had places where these research can be actualized and we develop commercial products that can be found in our markets, then we are going to improve the quality of everything. We are going to improve the quality of the products that are in our markets and the quality of healthcare in our hospitals. Then finally, we have the major project, that is the biomedical industrial city, that goes towards reducing the high cost of healthcare in Kenya. And these, we set aside 6.04 UBNs to facilitate the development of the biomedical industrial city. And this biomedical industrial city is basically to make sure that the biomedical products that we have here in Kenya, they are not imported. But because when we import products, it means that the products are very expensive. But if at all we have locally developed products, then the prices will be very affordable. This is what we have just gone through. This is the markets that Ubricoin have been listed to, and I would love you to explore all these markets, to take advantage of all these markets, because we have a lot of markets in the markets that Ubricoin has been listed to. So explore all the markets. Do not rely on one market. And something else that I wanted to mention, when you go to the market and buy yourself some Ubricoins, make sure that you withdraw those Ubricoins from the exchanges. Do not keep your Ubricoins in the exchanges. If at all you are not an active trader, if at all you're buying Ubricoins to just hold them, make sure that you withdraw them from the exchanges. Otherwise, if you are an active trader, you can continue trading the Ubricoins in the market. Then this is what I wanted us to cover today, and it's Ubricoin return on investment. So as I showed you from CoinGecko graph, what I did, I took the price of Ubricoin on the 4th of June 2020, and the price was $0.0001117. And then I also took the price of Ubricoin on 16th June 2020, and the price was $0.000199933. So I took a scenario. If you bought Ubricoin on June 4th, and then sold the same Ubricoin that you bought here on June 16th, for one Ubricoin, you would have made 0.00008916. And I continue telling you that it is good when you're working with a large amount of Ubricoins, because if you focus on one Ubricoin, you can see the profit is not much. But if at all you are working with 1 million Ubricoins, you would have spent on June 4, you would have bought 1 million Ubricoins with $110 and sold. If you sold the same Ubricoin on June 16, you would have sold it at $199, and this June 16 is today. And the profit that you would have made between the two, June 4 and June 16, is $89, and that is 80.92% increase in price. And so I want us to see, because that is when you are working with 1 million Ubricoins, but you can work with more than that. You can work with 10 million Ubricoins. Remember, if you add the number of Ubricoins you are working with in the market, it means that you're going to even have more, you are going to make more. So if at all you bought 10 million Ubricoins, so you would have spent, just give me a minute, you would have spent $1,101. And if you sold it today, it means that you would have gotten from selling the Ubricoin, you would have gotten $1,993. That is a profit of $891 between the two dates. So this is the calculation between June 4th and June 16th, and as you have seen from what the graph that I shared earlier, we had a peak. Today is not the peak of Ubricoin. That the price of Ubricoin today is not as high as that of June 15th, yesterday. Yesterday, the price was higher. And if you bought Ubricoins on June 4th, 2020, this is the price of Ubricoin in dollars. One Ubricoin costed this. If you sold the Ubricoin yesterday, because remember, I'm telling you that you want to make sure that you get in the market when the prices are low, and if at all you sold when the prices are high, because it's always sell low, buy low, and sell high. So if at all you sold that Ubricoin when the price was 0.0002993, in that day, you'd have made, per Ubricoin, you would have made 0.000018076. And if at all you are working with a lot of Ubricoins, you would have bought Ubricoins worth $110. And if you sold them on June 15th, you would have sold them at 290. dollars. And then if the difference is $180, then that is a 164% increase in price. If you are working with 10 million Ubricoins, this is the profit that you would have made, $1,807. So this is the returns in investment, and this is what you want to always look for. You want to always look for the right time to get in the market and the right time to sell if you are an active trader. And for those people we are encouraging to hold their Ubricoins is that person who doesn't have or wants the price to go higher than what we have today. This is for people who are active traders who want to be in the market often. And it's also good for you, even if you're not an active trader, it's good for you to appreciate the price changes in the market, because this is what encourages us to get into the market, buy Ubricoin and wait until the prices go up. We have seen even the price of Ubricoin going to $0.0004, which is very amazing. And as we continue working with Ubricoin, as we continue creating awareness for Ubricoin, because that is the ultimate thing to do. If we create awareness, if we bring more people to the market, it means that more people are going to, the demand of Ubricoin is going to be up. And as we all know, when the demand is up, the price continue going up. So it is my job and your job as a holder of Ubricoin to make sure that as many people as possible knows about Ubricoin, because ultimately we are looking at the healthcare in our country. The healthcare in our country is very poor, but if at all we encourage people to know about Ubricoin, to get themselves some Ubricoins, the price is going to go up, and we are going to be able to create the health that we really want and the health that we really deserve. So make sure, because health is a very important thing for everyone's life. So make sure that you take this upon yourself to go out there and encourage people to buy as many Ubricoins as possible. If it's possible, they can become active traders and make profit for themselves. If it's not possible for them to be active traders, they can just get the Ubricoins, hold them, and wait until when we get to the utility function of Ubricoin, or when the prices of Ubricoin goes up, so that they can also make that profit, and also they can be involved in making healthcare the quality of healthcare good in this country. So I'm going to take this back to Scholastica so that she can finalize. Scholar.
Thank you very much, Ms. Susan. That was definitely a fantastic presentation. And you have seen the action. You have seen that indeed you can profit from Ubricoin. And that was a very good analysis. Imagine between June 4th and June 16, you would have made an 80.92% increase. That's in terms of profit. Now, if you're an active trader, then you know that that means good cash, good money. And this is Ubricoin. We're talking about Ubricoin. And of course, buying, trading, hodling are the actions that you need to be considering every time you think about Ubricoin. And so thank you so much, Ms. Susan. You have given us a wonderful presentation. And of course, we want to keep the action going, because there's no way we're going to learn how to trade if we are not actively participating in the markets. You just don't wake up one day and see things happening and all of a sudden you know how to put a buy order, you know how to buy Ubricoins. It's not magic. It definitely has to take action. So we want to call for more action, guys, and we want to thank each and every single person. Today I see we were a good number. That's thank you also Felix for joining us. There's an iPad, that must be Eunice. There's also Jacob Yator, Job's iPad. Thank you, Job. Thank you, John. Thank you, Mr. Mbugua Kimani. Thank you, Ogutu. Thank you, Arche Limo. And I hope, Arche Limo, you are catching up with what is happening in as far as the basics are concerned. We will find that about that in a while. Then Madam Ruth Owino, thank you so much for joining us. And Daniel, we are appreciative. We only have 4 minutes to go. So maybe I'd like to just give one participant a chance to speak for just a minute. And I'd like to talk to Arche Limo to let us know how far she's come. Arche Limo, if you can hear me, go ahead and make your comment or suggestion or a question.
Hello.
Hello, how are you, madam?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you faring on in as far as Ubricoins basics is concerned?
Yeah, I'm faring on well.
Okay.
I'm really interested. I'm thinking of, I just want to find a way of how to buy some and then
Okay.
have some in my wallet as I learn more.
All
Because
right.
I can see the price is skyrocketing and I need to have some in my wallet. So if I
Definitely.
can have somebody to guide me, then I can buy some
Okay.
and then I'll continue learning. Yep.
That's amazing. Miss Susan will get in touch with you and you will definitely get some Ubricoins. And of course, we will keep on doing this for the sake of you and everyone else who wants to join us to learn the basics, because we begin from the basics and going on, we definitely get better. There's also somebody probably who has texted in. There's a question from David Ogutu. David Ogutu, go ahead and ask your question. We only have like a minute to go, but just nevertheless ask your question. David Ogutu. Ogutu, can you hear me?
Hey,
Yes? David?
yes, can you hear me?
Oh yeah, we can. Just go ahead and ask your question.
Okay, I have a little question concerning the Ubrica projects. I joined Ubrica to 1 year ago.
Okay.
That was last year April, something like that. But
Okay.
I can see day by day we are going ahead, and
Yeah.
there's some plans that Mr. CEO Peter put across,
Okay.
Mr. Macharia and Mr. Karu,
Yeah.
Michael, and there's a place of a land that they had to buy so that these things can be realistic, so that when we have this thing being shown to us as we do a presentation,
Yeah.
they can also motivate people to come and buy and do a lot because they can see the reality.
Okay.
I think because we cannot meet due to COVID-19 and we had this process going on. Actually, if Susan and you can work on that and give us a feedback on how far, because I can see the Ubrica has gone even 3 times the value since we started.
Okay.
So I think if there's a money to allocate for that, the Ubrica coins have catered for that money to buy that land.
All right, David, I've got to cut you short because we have less than a minute to go, but we've gotten your question, your comment and your question. We will definitely address it. I think the time is already up, so kindly allow us to just end it at this, and definitely we will address your question. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. We've run out of time. I appreciate everyone's presence, your comments, your questions, and suggestions. We'll put into consideration. Thank you so much once more. See you tomorrow at exactly 3 p.m. East Africa time.
Thank you.